Hello, and welcome back to our continuing Settlement Survival How-To Let's Play series. I'm Larry, and we're on episode 58. Yeah, this is a pretty long-running series, but, it is what it is. And boy, do I have something to show you today. Yes, after my little video from yesterday, people are like, Larry, you're having a meltdown here. You can't even call a statue a statue. You have to call it a building. Oh, yeah. I was a little off yesterday because, when you have an epiphany, it is what it is. So, where do we start? And it all starts with the marketplace, right? And everybody's like, okay, you do market packing, but I like cluster building, and my way is better than your way, and blah, 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 blah. Which, to each his own. You do you. I'm happy. So, you want to see it? I'm really proud of this. I like it. Voila! The new, improved, totally awesome, brand new marketplace. Yes, I took everything that I learned on these game mechanics and put a little ingenuity into this puppy, and here we have it. Yes, it is all villas, but you can start out with regular housing. Just remember, every 3 regular houses equates out to 2 villas. So you're going to pop this out 6 houses here. You'll turn around and you'll do 6 houses here, 6 houses out here, 6 houses out here. So, and then you do your little square. Now, a lot of people are like, that's inefficient. Well, just think. These are going to be jade roads coming in. And if you notice, we have complete, straight out, right from our marketplace, so we can tie our marketplaces together. But the great thing is, these will be jade on the outer perimeter. So if they go to path, they can actually bypass the market and just bounce and keep on going. So that makes life easier for pathing. And then if you look at how the pathing goes, they have straight shots going through here, and then they have their main shots going through here, which is fine. I put wells strategically all over this thing. One, we have a well down here, so it's going to help control fire in this area. We have wells that are going to be on all the main arteries, so we're more than well covered for any type of fire issue. Now, I put a police station right here. Now, a lot of people be like, that's a waste. But you have to remember, the church only gives a happiness bonus to these to housing only. So by having the police station right here, the theater, the marketplace, the bathhouse, the hospital are all covered with a happiness bonus. So we have that covered. Now, we have our luxury boarding house, which is same size as a normal boarding house. Have that right on. It takes the least amount of space that I could get to allow this thing to be placed. So now you have the computer being able to relocate people to the closest house to their job. So that's a good thing. I started thinking about it, and I'm only putting in one nursing home, because if I plop down 5 or 6 of these marketplaces, that means I'm going to have like 5 or 6 nursing homes. So they'll immediately, when they turn of age, they'll go here, but their backup will be the luxury boarding house. So we're covered there. So that should give us plenty of space for all of our elderly population. Now, if you notice, I do have storage plopped around here. These storages are mainly going to accommodate, yes, have you noticed? I have specialty buildings all around within the corner. So, like this over here, this is our candy workshops. Yes, did I place, 3 of them here, if I recall? 3? So, I'll have some for fruit candy, and I'll have some for chocolate. Yes. We have to think about happiness and stress. So, we're covered there. Now, the awesome thing is, I put a supply station here, which will fully supply this whole area. Now, the only building it won't supply is our boiler room. Notice how I have heating in all my production. So they're going to be warm and toasty, and that means they're going to work longer. Life is good. Now, I have police over in this area because we want the production buildings to have the happiness bonus. Now, in each corner, I have, out of these 4 corners of the marketplace, I have put in a builder's cabin diagonally from each other. So there should be one right, let me find it. Should be right here? Yes. So I have 2 building cabins per marketplace. And then over here, I have 2 repair. Oop, I reversed them. But I have a repair here, and I have a repair over here. So, I will have plenty of repair people to cover not only my industries, but the marketplace as well. We're somewhat tornado proofing. So, if you only want to put 3 people in each building, that's up to you. I am going to max out every one of these buildings. Police station only takes 1, but each builder's cabin will have max. Each repair will have max, because you can't have enough. And the more you progress in the game, your repair people get pretty busy. So it's good to have enough of them. Same thing with your construction people. It does not hurt to have too many. So, it's up to you to keep that in balance. I'm giving you food for thought here, and it works for me. Now, every one of my marketplaces is going to have some type of decorations and all that. And, I just put the skull of the beast here, which, of course, we want animal cubs. They don't stack, so it'll be a waste in every marketplace after this one when I lay this statue down. But it's just for yucks. You decorate how you want to decorate and get bonuses however you want. But that's what I did with this one. So in this area, we also have, like over here, I have the wineries. I'm going to be, we have to make sure that they have alcohol. So I'm going to be putting enough wineries over here to where we're going to send in all the premium alcohol. And we want to overproduce on our whiskey and on our wines, because those are part of end game ingredients for the higher end food. So by making sure that we have product going into each marketplace, when I decide to build an area specifically for my wine and all that other production, then I don't have to worry about them coming out here and robbing it. So we have that. And then over here, everything's covered with the hospital. And I put more wineries here. So, and I'll have 2 of each. One putting out for wine and one putting out for whiskey, or 2 for putting out whiskey, and I'll put 2 more in for medicinal liquor. And that's going to be for each marketplace. Am I eventually going to be like inundated with it? Yes, but I'm going to offset it with a vendor, or one of the trading posts. So I'll be able to control my levels that way, and we'll have a continuous income coming in. So here in this corner, I have tea shops. Yes, there's 6 of them. And the reason why there's 6 of them is we go up here to beverages, and you have cocoa, black tea, and coffee. So each one of these, or I should say 2 are going to do coffee, 2 are going to do black tea, 2 of them are going to go cocoa. And with that, I'll be able to absolutely supply my market for it. And if there's overages, of course, we're going to sell the overages off so we don't inundate our warehouses. And then I put 2 jewelry shops over here. And of course, the hospital and heating. And what did I put out? Oh yeah, and this is just the supply station. Then over in this area, I went pharmaceutical. And yes, we need 6 of these to produce all of the different types of pharmaceutical, from bandages. We've got some soap production out here, which is going to do medical soap, all that fun stuff. And then right here we have the clothing factories. And so we're going to be bringing in all of our clothes, so people aren't going to have to path all over the map. Every one of these markets is going to be basically a self-contained city where they are not going to have to path around the map to get what they need. Here we have 4 gourmet shops, and the gourmet shops are going to provide the 4 high-end foods that are going to take care of our stress and happiness. Again, all of our production is covered under supply station. All of them are heated. Here we have the advanced blacksmiths. So that's going to provide tools in the carts. So if you see where I'm going with this, what you'll do is you want all your end product production going right around this map, or right around the perimeter of the marketplace. For all your other stuff, like your toolkits and all your consumables that you're going to use for upgrades, put them someplace else. But all your end game products for like your clothing, your gowns, your custom gowns. Well, I should say, you're finalizing custom gowns. But I'm going to assume, with me, I'm going to be having custom gown production. And then once I can ramp up, then I'll convert everything over to custom gowns. So this is the new and improved market design. And, the great thing is by having all the final products being produced right around the perimeter, my vendors will not have far to go to deliver products to the houses. So I tried to consider everything as far as the least amount of pathing possible. Now, I know some people are going to turn around and say, well, what about your raw products? We'll keep those things tied together with our supply stations. And by using these main arteries, the only real pathing that's going to happen is mainly are supply stations, and then when people are settlers, go to and from work. But I plan on having a small amount of agriculture out here to support what we need. Like, one of the foods, what is it? One of the feasts, I think it is. Here, let me show you. Go over to item, go over to diet, scroll down to the bottom, and is it the feast? The feast relieves stress. So I'm going to need to make sure that I have whiskey being produced somewhere out here and put some turkeys out here. And with that, I'll probably put out some a couple crops for corn and soybeans. So then I'll make fodder out here, and then with having the turkeys out here, they will help produce the animal dung for fertilizer. So all that's going to be self-contained. There'll be very little pathing. And the great thing is, it'll be supported. The people from this marketplace are going to go there. And I'm basically going to break up. So you're not going to see centralized industry as far as my animals are concerned. So I'm going to somewhat tornado proof. So if an area does get hit by a tornado, other markets are going to be able to pick up that damaged area without any problem. So we're basically building a redundant system. So, this is, to me, probably going to be the most efficient way to conquer settlement survival. I mean, everything to me, from everything I've looked at and tried to test and all that, this is by far the best design that I have been able to come up with. Now, maybe somebody else sees something that I'm not seeing or sees an improvement that I could make. Awesome. Let me know. Now, just to let you know, I am not trying to get the achievement for not using domestic fuel. If that was the case, I would put strategic boiler rooms around this map to heat up housing and heat up these other buildings. I'm not doing that with this playthrough. So just to let you know, you will not get the achievement with the way this is designed if you're trying to go for that not using the domestic fuel achievement. So, that's the big caveat on this, but that's the great thing. This is a great base design to work on. And the great thing is you can add the buildings anytime you want. So you can start out with regular housing, set it up, and then as you progress in your skill levels, add the necessary production lines for what you need to supply your marketplace, so you're not bouncing around all over the map. This is just a very good way of being able to be consistent on your map, not have pathing all over the place. So now when you plop down your marketplace for the very first time, as you can see, I do not really violate the bubble. So you can pretty much place this anywhere on your map, and you know exactly how far you have to go before you violate the circle. So, is it going to work if I put my marketplace like this? No, I'm going to have to compensate for the mountain. But at least now I know I could, if this was empty right here, I know I could go right up to here and still maintain what I want. Now, is it going to kind of mess up my auxiliary production outside on this side of the marketplace? Well, yeah, that's to be expected. But you'll still have all your main stuff that you need. See where I'm getting at? So now when you go to start a brand new map, I after figuring all this stuff out now, it's just like, oh, I cannot wait for the next series on the Extreme series, because I'm going with this design. This is going to be my go-to design when I start a new map. So hopefully you'll be happy with this. And for people that have asked, the secret sauce, what's the best way to do it? To me, this is what I've come up with. Some will agree and some will absolutely disagree. Is it pretty? No, it's not. But I'm going for the best efficiency that I can get for this marketplace. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. And, if you like my design, please like the video so more people can see it. And I appreciate everybody that's following. I'm almost up to 30 followers. It's just like, wow. For being a brand new YouTuber, I'm like, dang, that's a lot of people. So anyway, next video is probably going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be releasing one. I'm going to try to at least release one video a day, but because I want to continue playing on this map and get the series going forward. But tomorrow I'm planning on releasing a video that's going to discuss economy and the best way to design that, and a bunch of other things that you can consider. So, and I'm also going to be releasing spotlight videos. So I'm going to be going through how all the buildings function, all that fun stuff, best complementary buildings, all that other fun stuff. So then you'll have quick reference guides to basically how a building works, what it does, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I had fun enjoying. I had fun making this video. Hopefully it's going to help you out. And I will talk to you maybe later today, if not tomorrow. So have a great day.